The sound of gold scraping against bone. Year to 74 CE. You're standing in a Roman street, crushed against a stone wall with thousands of others. You can't move. You can barely breathe. Your only job today is to watch. In the center of the procession, a woman staggers forward. Her wrists are raw and bleeding, not from rope, but from gold. 40 pounds of solid gold chains wrap her arms, her neck, her ankles, so heavy that two Roman guards walk beside her, lifting the chains so she doesn't collapse face first onto the cobblestones. That gold was hers 3 months ago. It paid her armies, built her temples, made her the most powerful woman between Egypt and Anatolia. Now it's crushing her. This is Zenobia of Palmyra, Queen of the East, the woman who humiliated Roman emperors, now dragged through Rome like a living trophy. And this was Rome's favorite punishment. Zenobia's walk. The crowd screams. Rotten fruit explodes against her chest. Spit hits her face. She can't wipe it away. Her hands are pinned by her own stolen wealth. A child points and laughs. His mother lifts him higher so he can see better. But here's what the crowd can't see. Inside Zenobia's mind, one thought repeats with every step. A prayer she's been whispering since dawn. Not save me, not give me strength. Just 3 words. Let it be the villa. Because she knows the 2 doors waiting at the end of this road. One leads to a comfortable prisoner Roman villa where she live out her days as a trophy. The other leads to a dark hole carved beneath the Capitoline Hill, where Rome ends its enemies quietly. 4 kilometers of not knowing which door has her name on it. This wasn't cruelty by accident. It was policy. What a Roman triumph really was. Forget the movies. A Roman triumph wasn't a celebration. It was psychological warfare disguised as a parade, granted only by the Senate. It was the highest honor a general could receive. The entire city shut down. Over 1 million people lined the streets. Even slaves got the day off, so they could watch other slaves being paraded in chains. First came the music, trumpets and drums echoing through stone streets. Then the treasure, wagon after wagon of stolen wealth. Gold coins your ancestors minted, silver plates your grandmother ate from, sacred objects ripped from your temples. The crowd cheered as they calculated how much their taxes would drop. Then came the paintings, huge panels showing your cities burning, your soldiers dying, your palace looted. Roman artists traveled with armies specifically to paint these scenes. And then, silence, because now came the prisoners, and at the front of them, you. Why queens were kept alive. Captured rulers walk still wearing silk, still crowned, still recognizable, because a beaten peasant means nothing, but a queen in chains that sends a message across the world. No crown protects you, no army saves you, no throne is beyond Rome's reach. And here's the part history books skip. You never knew if you'd live or die. Some rulers were exiled, some imprisoned comfortably, others were executed the moment the parade ended, dragged into the Tullianum prison and never seen again. That uncertainty, that was part of the torture. And for queens, Rome often chose something worse than death. Boudica, when Rome chose humiliation. In 60 CE, in Roman Britain, Queen Boudica learned exactly how worthless loyalty to Rome was. Her husband, King Prasutagus, had obeyed Rome, paid taxes, followed their laws. In his will, he left half his kingdom to Emperor Nero, hoping to protect his daughters. Rome ignored it. Soldiers arrived, seized land, dragged nobles into slavery. When Boudica protested, Roman officials had her publicly flogged, not beaten, flogged with whips embedded with metal and bone. Then they brought out her daughters. Tacitus records it simply. They were handed over to the soldiers. Boudica watched, bleeding, bound, screaming. Rome expected submission. Instead, Britain exploded. Cities burned. Londinium was erased. 70,000 Romans died. Boudica chose poison rather than chains. She knew what came next. Thusnelda, when survival was worse. 40 years earlier, another queen suffered a slower destruction. Thusnelda, wife of Arminius, the man who annihilated 3 Roman legions in the Teutoburg forest. When Rome couldn't catch Arminius, they took her, betrayed by her own father, pregnant, paraded through Rome holding her infant son, the heir to Rome's greatest enemy. The crowd screamed for the baby's death. Stones flew. She never cried. Because Rome didn't kill her son, they did something worse. They raised him as a gladiator, the prince of a free people, reduced to entertainment. He died in the arena. Anonymous, forgotten. That was Roman mercy. Zenobia's final door. Zenobia knew these stories. Every queen did. So when she reached the end of the triumph, Emperor Aurelian made his choice. Execution would make her a martyr, so he let her live. A villa in Tivoli, a Roman husband, Roman dinners, Roman gods, her children absorbed into the empire that destroyed her. Within 3 generations, her bloodline was Roman. That was Rome's true genius, not conquest, erasure. History tried to bury them. The Mamertine prison still stands. Tourists take photos where queens disappeared into darkness. The streets where Zenobia walked in chains are shopping districts now. History sanitized, but not erased, because you're still hearing their names. Boudica, Thusnelda, Zenobia. They were meant to be forgotten. They weren't. If this story reached you, subscribe. We uncover the chapters history tried to erase. Because the past isn't dead, it's waiting in the dark.